Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining me. If you are new to this channel, if you just joined, my name is Elizabeth. I am a medium, divine channeler, spirit extractor specialist, white witch, and divine alchemist, and I also happen to be a divine feminine on the path of ascension. Coming to you straight from the spirit chair with goodwill and good cheer. I cannot believe that the holiday season is here. Wow, so motive be. It's amazing how time flies, and it's been an entire year, folks. Behind me, I have the Yule log, the traditional Yule log, and the Yule log was burned to bring about an abundant year, health, prosperity, joy, all good things for the new year. It's certainly an ancient Celtic Druid custom, tradition. And of course I have my little gnomies and my homies. I have my oak broom this time, white oak, and oak is definitely the Druid's tree. And the oak is very significant actually for what we're going to be talking about, because we're going to be talking about the solstice energies and some of the things that we're going to be experiencing. Some of the energies, fiery energies as a matter of fact, that are coming through. If any of you have been exhausted and been dizzy and having headaches and confusion and just honestly feel like you're in a fog, you are not alone, especially with these energies now. And if you're feeling a lot of physical pains and joint pains and spinal pains and just kind of weird symptoms going on, head pressure, ear pain, it's all a part of why we have chosen to come here. We've come here to ascend, right? So it means take on more light. We come here to also help the planet ascend, and definitely the planet can use a beautiful, powerful soul like you. And so we're going to be talking more about, the power that's going to be coming in this solstice. Before I get into, some of the main messages really that are coming in for the winter solstice, also known as the Celtic Yule. A couple of stones that I recommend, actually a few stones that I have here to help bring in the magnificent light. Of course, clear quartz crystal. Clear quartz crystal can be really programmed for anything. It can be charged like a computer chip, more or less. You just have to make sure to cleanse it, right? Put your intentions in. I like to actually put mine not only in moonlight, but I like to put it in sunlight, and I certainly put this one in sunlight to bring in that solar energy, that healing energy, that strength, that rejuvenation, that vital energy. This one, of course, is a beautiful one representing the sunlight, the solar plexus, and it's the citrine. So if you have a citrine stone, now would be a great time to work with it. It's actually one of those stones that doesn't need to be cleansed. It helps with not only the empowerment, your willpower, but also helps to bring in prosperity. So it's a great money stone as well. It protects very well because it's the power of the sun. The sun's always going to protect. Wherever the sun shines, darkness cannot exist. Remember that. Great for the digestive system. Brings in joyful energy, happiness, good positive attitude or perspective on life. Great one. Here's one that maybe you guys don't have. This is a Dragonstone. You see that it has like the cool red and green. I love Dragonstone. Dragonstone, another really empowering stone, brings in that draconic kind of energy, the dragon energy. Again, strength, perseverance. This is a great prosperity stone as well. Really empowering, really pushes you into action, gives you that faith, that trust. And that's what we're going to be talking about with this solstice. So this is a powerful one, really, really powerful one. I have been hearing about this solstice from Archangel Michael and my team for a while now as to just how much energy is coming through. And boy, can I feel it. So we've gone through a lot. I know so many of you on this path have had a rough year. It's been rough for the world, right? With everything that's going on with the pandemic. But there's been just so much shifting and so much change on your journey, right? You have to really just pat yourself on the back and realize that you have done such a great job addressing things like past trauma, childhood wounds, stories and old beliefs, and programming that doesn't serve you anymore. You've realized a lot of things about your journey, about yourself, about your beloved. Now, for those of you who are twin flames who are on this journey, you understand you're having that telepathy, that connection, and you're moving forward with your beloved. There's so much realization energy, so much truth that's coming in, especially with this portal. This solstice is very strong with fire energy, of course, the solar energy. We're having the great central sun of Sirius come through the stargate of our own sun. So it's a very different sun that we're experiencing here on the planet. It's a much higher frequency. It's causing the planet, of course, to do a lot of purging out. So as we have more light gather onto the planet, a lot of darker scenarios happen, a lot of things are exposed, right? And we're going to see a continuation of that in the new year. But this light, let it be a light of hope. And that's the message, a huge message, as a matter of fact, that I'm getting for this solstice gateway is hope. So where there wasn't hope, where things have seemed like they were impossible, where things have seemed bleak, with your own life, with yourself, with your beloved, any situation, with the world, this is the light of hope. This is the season of hope. Okay, and there's a reason for that. With the Celts, it's about the Sun King being born. And of course, we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ for Christmas, right? It's that holiday season of light, the birth of light, of hope. This is also the season of truth. So this is a time to hold on very strongly to that hope, and this is also a time that if you have lost hope on your journey, if you felt like things somehow weren't going to work out, or you were worried that you weren't going to get to where you need to go, or somehow that you weren't supported on your journey, or things just, how is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? I can't figure it out. I need this to happen. I'm in a rush. I'm impatient. I am really receiving that so much peace is going to be coming in, so much hope with your situation. And of course, again, with the worldwide situation as well. No matter what is on the news, please understand that all of this is divinely orchestrated. We have a lot of different forces going toe to toe right now, but the light wins, and the light is here, and it's continuously coming in, and you represent that light as well. Your light, your empowerment, your truth. So having that strong hope and connecting with that is really going to give you a much greater sense of peace this holiday season than, say, you've had maybe last year. So wherever you are with your situation, please know that you don't need to give up, and that it's okay to just let go and stay where you are, is what I'm getting. And just be really patient, because all of the pieces are fitting together, and you have changed. Your beloved has changed. There has been such epiphany. There's been such huge lessons learned. There's been such karma balanced. For many of you, so much karma has been balanced. Maybe there's a little bit more, but you've come such a long way. And it's to realize that and to really celebrate that, to not lose hope, okay, for a better tomorrow, because that new beginning is coming in very strongly with this energy, and that's a beautiful thing. So more of that fire energy of hope, but that fire energy of truth as well. Connecting to the truth within a lot stronger, guys. The truth is really being felt within that heart space. And so many of you, depending on where you were with things, are really beginning to trust your inner radar, trust in the heart space. And that sometimes is a challenge for us, right? Because we have the ego mind, and we're trying to analyze things and weigh things out and judge them. But sometimes, that ego can get in the way and cause a lot of limiting types of thoughts, right? But so many of you now, especially with this energy coming in, are really trusting in your heart space, trusting in what you're feeling. And even though you're not seeing it play out in the physical reality yet, you're actually holding on to that hope, trusting, and saying, okay, that's okay if I don't see it in my physical reality yet. It's still brewing, right? I had to throw that in. It's still brewing, right? So it's simmering, and it's not ready quite yet, but the thing is, it's like the seeds have been planted and it's brewing. So that's okay, and staying at peace with that is super important. I feel like for a lot of you that's happening. Your heart is your best guide. The passion within your heart space, the passion for life, the passion for the work that you do, the gifts, the abilities, the things that you can bring into the world, the passion for your beloved, and all of this is going to be magnified with this solstice, bringing in that passion, fiery energy of what really sparks you up, things that you can really feel, the love that you're going to be feeling even stronger. And it's a really beautiful, beautiful time. So just stay very connected to that. Stay connected to the truth of who you are, because again, this energy is going to be supporting that strongly. Stay connected to that you came here for higher reasons. Stay connected that you're connected to the divine. The divine is guiding you, and the divine is giving you signs, right? And the divine really has your back, and your team has your back. Know that your beloved twin flame, whatever you want to call them, your counterpart, they're being divinely guided. Truth is coming in very strongly for them. They are feeling the passionate energy, not only for you, but for other areas of their life that they really truthfully are drawn to. And a lot of those distortions for them are going to be burnt away with this sunlight. Distortions for you are going to be burnt away, whatever is not truth, whatever is not in alignment. So it's really cutting through so much and bringing through that, and which is going to help you with the brand new cycle. We're having a cycle close. We're having a brand new cycle open. New energy, new beginnings. I think of the birch. I don't know if you could, there it is, right next to my little homie Naomi there. The birch. The birch is a tree of new beginnings. A birch tree is always seen during winter season. I love the birch for that, to be able to bring in that brand new, clean slate, new energy. This solstice is going to remind you that things aren't the way they used to be, and that you don't have to hold on to those older timelines. You can be set free, right? So you can ask Archangel Michael to cut those cords to the past if you're still holding on to the past in any way. You can work with the ultraviolet fire to dissolve those cords. It's time now to move forward and realize that whatever past disappointments, whatever things didn't work out, whatever patterns and behaviors that you were in that did not serve you, you don't have to worry that they're going to repeat. You don't have to worry that you're going to make the same mistake and have the same experience again. Whatever you choose to do, or whoever you meet and have that connection with, whether it's a beloved or a soulmate, it's not going to be repeating. You can now take those fresh steps. That's what this energy is bringing in. Knowing that you are in a higher space. You have brand new perspectives now. You think about life differently, right? You think about yourself differently. You're relating to who you are more so at a soul level. You're connecting with your higher self more. And that's what this is bringing in. Again, we have truth. We have the truth being really clear. We're having that passionate energy really ramping up. This solstice is going to be really focused on your solar plexus. So if you have citrine, those yellow stones, the yellow color of the solar plexus, it's all about your empowerment, your strength to drive life forward, your courage. I like to think of Archangel Michael in many ways when I think of the solar plexus. I know he's the blue color. He works with throat chakra too, but I think of Michael, I think of the fire energy with Michael and that masculine energy. Remember, it's the masculine energy that's really at the center point, the center of this solstice. It's that the energy of the God, the energy of the divine masculine, right? Think of the horned stag. Think of the birth of Jesus Christ for those of you that work with Jesus Christ. It's that masculine energy of empowerment, of strength, of movement, of taking action, fiery energy, like the fiery arrow of moving forward, being on the move, creative energy. The solar plexus is going to help you to understand more of your own power, right? And if there's been areas in your life where you've given your power away, or you haven't been able to really acknowledge your power, your true potential, this solstice is really going to help make that a lot more clear to you, so that way you can make changes with this new cycle coming in, and take different types of action, create different types of things in your reality, take relationship to a whole other level, take your career, your purpose, your mission, it's all together in one really, to a new level, right? Take your health, your wealth, your abundance to a whole new level, because you're coming from a higher space. So it's important to connect with your true power, your true value, and that's what this energy is bringing in. Solstice is going to help you to tune into your true potential and power and courage and strength, right? And your divine will that's in alignment with source will, right? So it's going to be coming from a beautiful, pure space, than coming from ego. And wow, when I think about these things, I get really excited. I do. I really get excited because, when we talk about life's little miracles, when we talk about even life's big miracles, this is what brings in those miracles. When we make that change within, when we realize that we are a part of a grander scope of things, when we realize that the interconnectedness of all nature, that we are a divine light that's connected to divine source, when we realize that we can create a desired reality and that there's no limitation and that we're safe to do it here and that we belong here, yes, we are safe. Okay, don't let anyone, scare you into thinking differently. You are safe, you are protected, and as a starseed, as an angelic, as a different soul, even though as you feel weird and you feel completely outside of society sometimes, you do have a right to be here. You're meant to be here. And there's so many beautiful souls that are different just like you, right? And when we realize that, it helps us to step into the truthful identity, right? The truth of who we are, and to realize that there are no limits. There are no limits to what we can do, what we can create, especially together as a collective. That's the hope. That's the truth. That's the empowerment. And so, lastly, this is a really fantastic time to really reflect on your goals, right? What do you truly want to create for the new year coming in? Right? Take some quiet time, all right? Whatever, maybe you have a favorite spirit chair, right? Maybe you do, or maybe you have a favorite meditation spot, or you have a ritual that works for you. Take the time out for yourself and be with yourself. It's so important, and I can go on and on about creating boundaries and creating balance in your life. And sometimes it's hard for people, especially in this fast-paced, highly technology world. And some of us are just like, yeah, it's a lot of technology, it's a lot of distraction, it's a lot of diversion out there. And it's true. It's true. And it's only upping the ante. But how do you choose to live? Are you taking the time for yourself? Are you setting the boundaries and the limitations to certain things? Are you allowing the me time? Are you engaging in self-care, taking care of the body, taking care of the mind, taking care of the emotions? This season is a really great time to go within and really make those decisions as to what are your true wishes, your true dreams, your true goals. Maybe write them down, right? That's where we get New Year's resolutions from. You'll be surprised just how much more tangible it is when you write it down. So writing on a piece of paper, maybe writing in a journal. But this is a good time for planning because it's brand new energy and it's certainly going to support you. So I I am really, really excited. It's been an amazing year for me, honestly. I have to say, just looking back, I just can't believe like all the things that I've experienced, the transformations, some of the things that were so difficult that really brought me down to my knees, things that I had to look at about myself where I was not supporting myself well, or I just wasn't recognizing the power within me enough. Um, Getting through so many of my own, negative judgments and opinions and projections and things, and having to really look at where those things came from. And I'm really just proud that I took the time to do that, and also in addition help all of you guys. I mean, it's amazing, when you have that drive to really do the work and to really be of service. Somehow, the divine just gives you that power to do it. You just somehow get the energy to do it. And I'm so blessed that I've been able to learn and experience what I've learned and experienced, and to transform the way I've transformed. And I'm so glad that I have been able to support many of you in sessions, in reading sessions, and doing extracting work, getting rid of the lower forces and helping to activate and also do healings for you with light language. And support you just, with this channel. I'm so glad that this channel has been instrumental with helping to support people who are looking for information, truthful information, that's going to help with your ascension, with you being able to move forward in a higher way, or understanding more about your divine beloved, your counterpart, and how to work with that connection. It's really just There's really no words, to be honest with you. So I'm really looking forward in the new year. We'll be taking a break for a couple of weeks. I really need it. I really do need it. And I will be back next year. And so I am wishing all of you such a beautiful holiday season. And I hope that this message, really does, if you have been struggling, that I hope it leaves you with such hope. I hope that it does restore that hope. I hope it helps you to maybe be more in the faith of things and to trust in miracles, since this is the time of miracles. Remember, we sometimes are challenged to believe in what we cannot see yet, right? And that can be a lot. But to know and believe that the best is yet to come, to keep that in our heart and to not lose it, and to not lose that childlike spirit. And if you have, welcome it back. Those are all really huge themes for this season. And I wish all of that for you. I wish abundance, love, peace, harmony, good health, prosperity, all the most wonderful and the most brightest of blessings. So, remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Brightest blessings to all, and to all good night.